Welcome to the show, folks, and happy Wednesday. My goodness, man, July. But today feels like Christmas in July because we have the one and only Keith Mercer, folks. Oh, a champion mindset is not about walking around fired up every day with some fake motivational, performative nonsense. Motivation disappears. We all know it. It's okay to say it. But plans get interrupted. We all know the pressure shows up and people disappoint you. Imagine that. And sometimes nobody's standing there cheering you while you're doing the hard, repetitive work behind the scenes, right? So today we're going to talk about what separates strong leaders and all kind of good stuff with the one and only Keith. This guy, he has been there and done that. He didn't read this in a book and write this at Starbucks, folks. This man has lived the life, and he is now out there going out there and champions, sharing with folks, and especially our youth. He's going out to schools, giving them real messages, real tools, and real impact. We're going to talk about some of the things he's got going on now to really impact and inspire the community and people who need it the most. So, championship mindset, community impact. And if you don't know this lady by chance, where the hell you been, number one? And number two, Eco Sam is here because April Wyatt is doing her thing. She needs some rest, some downtime. Thank you, April. She's in the comments already. So, Eco Sam, how are you, my friend?
I'm doing good. I'm a little nervous. It's my first time being back here doing April's thing, but I'm very excited and
Yeah,
really blessed to be here.
good. Don't mess up.
I
Yeah.
might.
Yeah, don't mess up. No pressure, huh? All right. So I want to give a quick shout out because it's almost August. It'll be here soon. And hey, Sam was in the magazine a while back. What do you remember what month you were in? I Am magazine?
April.
Was it April? Oh, cool.
Hmm.
I thought so because that's the same time I was on the cover. And
Yeah.
yes, I have this hanging on my fridge. If you're wondering what the hell I'm doing with this, um, I don't have a fridge. Come on, y'all. All right. So this one's interesting. I wrote an article about I am just. So the lens of justice, but you ain't ready for this article. This is a good one. All right. So it involves a former boss knocking somebody off a bicycle and my perspective of that. So chime in. This is a great way to really be in the right room. Reading a magazine, yes, absolutely. Birds of a feather flock together, folks. You start connecting with people and seeing what makes them tick and realize you're not alone. There's other people out there like you building great success, great impact from heart. And that's inspiring, folks, big time. So, wanted to give a shout out and thank you, Sam, for pushing the buttons and being all nervous. You never have to be nervous. You're all heart, my friend.
Thanks,
So,
my friend.
before we get into it, because I want to get Keith up here. This guy's got a smile, man. It just should be showcased. Wow, he get insurance on that smile, man. It's top notch. So before we do, I have to give a shout out to the folks that make this impact possible. First of all, Dr. Christopher Colombo, functional mentoring. This guy is a retired Lieutenant Army Colonel. Still helps train doctors in the military. He's a unicorn, folks. He helps leaders navigate pressure, communication, complex decisions, and overall major transitions with greater clarity and resilience. He's a rock star in the healthcare. He speaks the language and he can help a lot of folks, right? They go to medical school, not business school and other things. And there's a lot of things that he can help with. So go check him out. Go to his website, Google functional mentoring. I'll get the words out. And thank you, Dr. Christopher, for all you do and supporting our mission to help elevate others. And that leads me to Phil. I always say it wrong. Phil Tetroot, Rapid Growth Services. Phil, he has been at this 40 years. High level, heart centered guy. He's not done yet. He could be, he just chooses not to. So Phil helps businesses and owners cut through the noise, identify real growth issues and opportunities. He is great at market competitive advantage, right? Getting the upper hand, the edge, and all about practical strategy and bedside manner without fluff and nonsense. So, Phil, appreciate your continued support of the Hounds as well, big dog. And last but not least, get ready for it, folks. Get ready for it. Yes, I've lost my mind in the best way possible, all right, to benefit anybody I can. Redneck Connector, all right. We are now going to take this time slot. So next Wednesday, same time, same channel. But this time, we're going to chop it up. I miss it. I absolutely miss these behind the scenes conversations. right? What really goes on, the business problem behind the business problem. So there's three things. We're going to attack all the four C's, and we're going to start with clarity next week. We're going to bring in the No More 9 to 5 Club, right? Great sister organization community, really aligned with the Hounds. And hey, show up in the comments, right? Ask the question. Eco Sam's going to be there moderating and doing our best to get your comments and questions and the phone calls in. So if you're stuck, you want to chop it up, you want to discuss it, hey, stay tuned. Go to my LinkedIn, Mike Ashabraner, Redneck One, Hounds of Business on YouTube, and also LinkedIn, right? Make sure you're catching up on that because we're moving fast. I can't wait. Old school. It reminds me of Love Line and that old when Dave Ramsey had his show. If they had a baby, expect that, folks. So there we go. It's going to be off the hook. I can't wait. All right. Share it with your friends. It's going to be educational as well as entertaining. So how about we roll this intro before it turns into midnight, Sam? What do you think?
Let's do it, Mike.
I'll touch the buttons on this one. I won't touch the
Okay, we didn't talk about that one.
Let's rock.
Are you looking to grow your network and your net worth with other high-level, heart-centered professionals? Then grab a seat and your favorite beverage and join Mike Ashabraner, the Redneck Connector. It's time for the Hounds of Business Community Happy Hour.
All right, let's bring him on up, Sam. Look,
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Woo! There's the soundboard, baby. Woo! Redneck.
Let's go. Let's go.
Look at that. Hey, give me a comment, folks. And speaking of the comments, look at this, man. Look at this. Look, we got Eco Sam, of course. April White is supposed to be eating, but she can't stay away. Love April. And Jennifer Thompson with I Am Magazine. Oh, Claudia's here. Who else is here? I saw Phil. Did I see Phil? Phil Davis. Holy, it is Christmas in July, baby. Woo! All right. And Yolanda. Oh, Yolanda, if I promised, I told somebody on the last episode I would send you something. And I'm getting a little bit old. So whoever I said that to, please DM me. All right. That's why I said DM me. And by the way, speaking of DMs, if you see anything today with me, Keith, anything, folks, maybe somebody in the comments, right? Right room. It's everywhere. If you see somebody and you don't, just DM me. And you say, what do I say? Say, hey, Mike, you said DM you. I promise you, if you send me that DM that you said DM me, I'll ask some questions, point you in the right direction. That's what we're doing. All right. So, Keith, start us off, my friend. If somebody don't know you, you have one of the most inspiring stories like, up there with Rocky Balboa, brother. So, I'm a big Rocky fan, child of the 80s. So, you have 2 free championship mindset leadership experiences coming up, right? We're going to talk about that and share that. That is, man, that's impactful for people. And you're partnering with the Generals. Let me get this right. The Generals Future Charity for a major community day serving children and families. Absolutely. So we're going to talk about those because they matter, man. And but first, I want people to understand the mentality, and the structure behind all these events and all your speaking for the youth. So tell us who you are, what you got going on. Don't be shy now. And then just give us a little backdrop because your story, man, it's one of a kind. Go for it.
Well, first of all, I'm so excited to be here. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Sam.
My pleasure.
So I'm Keith Mercer, Keith D. Mercer. I'm an education consultant, leadership coach, author of the Student Success Formula. So excited about that. And the creator of Mercer Elite. And within Mercer Elite, I created the championship mindset. A little background on me, I'm originally from Washington, D.C., Southeast D.C., Capitol Heights, Maryland. Everything for me started when I was younger. When I was at a young age, I grew up in the murder capital. And I learned so much. It taught me so much about grit and leadership. So I wanted to be able to, I promised God and my parents that no matter what communities I go into, I'll do my part. So my whole purpose in life is to help people turn potential into performance. How can we help people be the best that they can be? My motto is we weren't born to be average folks. We were born to be great. The question is, how do we be great? Well, greatness starts from being yourself. I think that's the biggest picture for everyone. Just be yourself. Learn to be you. So I'm so excited with everything that's going on. This is a busy month, and I'm just like I said, I'm so excited to just be a part of the Hounds, by the way. So thank you, Mike, for that, creating this great platform where people can come and be authentically themselves.
Brother, hey, first of all, y'all know I didn't pay him to say that. And second of all, hey, like attracts like, my friend. Seriously, because I said, wow, I met you for 5 seconds, got an intro from April. That's all I needed to know. And so let's chop it up a little bit, man, because, when you use the words championship mindset, what
Yes.
do you mean beyond sports, trophies, hypes, and motivation?
Well,
What's it really mean?
well, championship mindset is just simple. Is this? It's not about motivation. It's not about emotions because motivation and emotions are temporary, right? Being a champion is forever. I remember people. For those that don't know, I played college football. Won a little bit. A couple championships, and I always got asked when I was at the podium, "Did winning a championship help you become a champion?" And I used to always say, actually, it didn't. Being a champion actually helped me win championships.
Yeah.
Being a champion is the things that you do daily, that growth process, that discipline. Again, motivation. Always use motivation as like if you living in the world, motivation is a visitor, so it
Mm.
comes and go. But the discipline that you learn through adversity is your roommate. It's always with you. So being a champion is the discipline, having the discipline to build yourself up, to be able to build others up. And
So,
that's where true leadership comes in.
so you're saying, correct me if I'm wrong, you're saying that
Yes.
just because you won a trophy and got a title as the world's best, that's not how it works. You were already the best because of what you did when no one was clapping, all the hard sacrifices, all the internal strife. Yes, you're not the only one listening out there. We all struggle. Other people are just better at it than you are. But and this is relevant. Is that what you're saying in a nutshell? Like, hey, I am a
That-
champion,
That's
therefore I win championships, not the other way around.
that's absolutely what I'm saying. It's the things that you do when the camera is not on. It's how being intentional just about everything, every aspect of your life. When you're intentional and you're disciplined, you expect greatness. And that's where that we weren't born to be average comes from. We were born to be great, but that greatness comes from you being uniquely you. Then building from that. I faced so much adversity growing up, guys. I mean, I saw my first murder at 6 years old.
Ooh.
Saw the first person get their head blown off at 6 years old. So that really touched me. At that point, I had to make a decision. I think it took me to 12 to make that decision. I had to decide, is this what my life is going to eventually get to, or can I go another direction?
Yep, but so many people, Keith, let's stop right there. So many people, myself included, better late than never. I want Sam to chime in. Don't think you're getting away with being silent over there, Sam. We see you. But I want to stop there because so many people don't figure that out, man. I believe the lie.
Yes,
I believe what I was programmed. I believed I was a victim of
absolutely,
my circumstance, condition. My
absolutely.
family was here. So the best I could do is work a factory. And you grew up hard and the people around you and all over the world, serious things. And we're not dismissing it. So what's your take on that? And is that why you were so adamant about going out there and providing these community events and really like showing up for the kids, talking on their level? Like, is that why? Because they could, but a lot of people just need, what do they need, Keith? Do they need a mentor, role model? Do they need somebody who's believable, a roadmap, like, what
They
is it?
they need they need all of the above. What they need to do is continue to build those personal agencies and develop the skills to be what you want to be in this world. In my environment, my role models was drug dealers and athletes. That's all I saw. That
Yeah.
is all I saw. So I just started developing me. I started using what I call my 4 B's of success. The first B is believe. Before you can do anything in this world, you have to develop the skill to believe in yourself. And it is a skill. Once you believe in yourself, then you start setting standards, right? I've never done a drug, never smoked anything, I've never had coffee. I wanted to make sure that I was disciplined enough to be able to get myself out of that environment. And I mean, I'm one of the ones that I had to break those family, and I don't like to call them curses, but that's that family chain of
Yeah.
I'm one of nine. I'm second to youngest from 94 cousins. I'm the first one to go to college and graduate. So think about that. But I
That's proud.
always believed in myself. I developed that belief. I knew there was something greater out there, and I was willing to work for it. But that's where that belief comes from. You got to believe and be able to create your own future. And that's the great thing about the great. I always get asked when I'm doing these presentations, the leadership ones is, well, what makes a great leader? Why are some people stuck at average and others aren't? Well, it's all about your structure, right? Your framework. Um, Great leaders always have a target, right? They always have a target. They always have a vision. Then they have a target, create a vision. Okay, what do I need to learn to get to this target? And then that's where that belief coming at. I mean, I truly believe our superpower is belief. Once you
Yeah,
believe in yourself, there's nothing that you can't do.
absolutely. I would have looked at this a couple of years ago and went, man, I'm gonna watch something else. But I mean, but you're absolutely right, Sam. Here's my red now. I want you to chime in if you're okay, and folks in the comments. Listen, we always ebb and flow with some self belief, right? But I'm talking about that fundamental. At the end of the day, I am worthy. I am somebody. I may be going
Absolutely.
through some hard times, but listen, just because I'm at the rest area does not mean I'm going to stay here forever. It's part of the journey. So for me, I spent all this time overcoming, using all the adversity as fuel, and kind of like a David Goggins mode, right? Nervous system stuck,
Absolutely.
and I'm going to make something. Here's the funny part. Spoiler alert. I spent all this time trying to manifest the thing to only find out I am the thing. Ain't that something? I mean, that's some deep redneck fortune cookie shit right there. But the point is, I'm like, wait a minute. Just like you said earlier, took 45 years to go, damn, I'm a winner. That's why I'm gonna win. Right. I'm okay.
Absolutely.
Even when I'm not winning, damn, I'm still a winner. And I never believed I could say it. So Sam, all right, I'm gonna give Sam some props, Keith, because I want people to know this ain't just for kids and this is for everyone. I saw Sam go through the same growth journey like she was on a daggum lightning bolt, bro. Like the stuff took me years. She just picked it up in weeks. And listen, I will chime in with authority and say this. Being around people like us and you and April and all the folks in the comments, man, that is accelerant. You have to do the work, though. Sam did the work, but I want to let her
Absolutely.
chime in when she decided to do the work, but being around people. Because I remember when I was doing the work, the people I was around, they didn't like it. I was trying to crawl out the hole. They're like, nah, get your ass back down the hole. And so this is the real, right? So you just can't tell a kid to believe in himself. You got to be able to paint the picture of, hey, this shit's going to happen. These things are going to happen. And this is how you overcome, right? Just like the gym. So, Sam, you want to share anything about your lightning bolt journey? Because you are really killing it right now in life and business, even though you feel like you're not sometimes.
Well, Mike, it's funny because the lightning bolt part is just what's been seen. It's come from years and years of self-growth and my own journey of healing from the inside. I couldn't find a way to talk to people about what was internally, so I went within, and I knew I didn't like the way that I felt about myself, and I didn't know how to heal that except for with the power of positive thought and trying to work through and know that those feelings and thoughts weren't actually mine. And now that I've, last year when I started EcoSam, I believed in the mission of the Wildland Project and that it was bigger than me, and that really kept me going. And there was still some self-doubt, but it's been building through meeting the hounds of business and being in this space. And it's come to a point where you're seeing now this growth where suddenly my self-belief has caught up with me. All of a sudden, I'm able to sit in the seat of who I am now, and speak from the exact spot I'm in without feeling self-conscious. And I think a huge part of that is years of inner working, and then now being seen by the right people who lift me up, who give me affirmations every day, who support me and remind me that I'm doing really good, even when I feel like I'm behind. And it's helping me, take everything that I've built over the last 10 years internally and actually put it out into the world, which is the next step of growth, because everything was just done in this head. Like, there's so much that's happened in here and so much growth, but I didn't express a lot of it. And so I think the growth has really become from being able to express myself now.
Yeah, and Keith, I want to chime in on this. I want you to chime in for us, because this is a Keith show. We want to make sure you're leading it, but
Absolutely.
we're students of what you're teaching, right? So, gosh, it was. So April Wyatt, right? She's supposed to be eating, but she's here. Love April. So she helped me. She had the patience of a saint, man. I mean, honestly, I'm so glad she stuck around to see the good parts. But she helped me, and then I was able to help others, right? And that's that reaching back, pulling somebody with you, right? That patience and everything else, And now Sam can do that, and she's doing that with others. I mean, that sounds corny, but hey, it doesn't sound corny. What sounds corny to me is holding your anger in, thinking you're a loser, and then kicking stray cats on the way home. So you got a choice. So who inspired you? Who inspired you, Keith, was there a coach, teacher, or somebody in all that negativity, all that violence that said, hey, you're a winner? Who sparked you, man?
I'm gonna answer that two parts. The first part was I had a godmom that challenged me to read. And what reading did for me, folks, reading helped show me someone else's journey. And then I was able to implement that. And then I said, well, you know what? There is something better out there in the world. There is something better. I had coaches. I had a high school principal that really spoke life into me. I can remember walking through the hallway and my principal pulls me into the office and says, listen, you a leader. I need more out of you because you can do more. And that touched me because he saw that, and this is someone I looked up to. Now, I could go the flip side of that. When I was younger, I was probably 13. And so the thing about me, I'm very observant. I didn't say a lot, but I was very observant. I had an adult that I really looked up to, told me. He said, man, what makes you think you're going to make it? Nobody from where we from ever make it out. You will be dead or in jail just like everybody else around here. And that really motivated me to kind of do a little research, and the data was staggering, right? It was really staggering. But that's that motivation that I had, that it motivated me. So like Sam said, that's when I started developing those daily affirmations. It was so many times where I would just cry in the room, and because I just didn't know what to do next. Was this going to be me? I mean, 15 minutes of our news was crime, was violence, right? I didn't know if that was going to be me or not. I used to just tell myself, I'm going to be okay. I'm going to be okay. Let's just get through today. Most people say, well, let's get through the month. Let's get through the year. No, I was telling myself, let's just get through the day. Let's get through the day. You're going to be all right. You have greatness inside of you. I used to just tell myself that every day. But it was those daily affirmations that helped me then channel some of that negative energy into something positive. I don't see negative situations. What I see is positive remotivation, right?
Yeah.
The adversity is what is the resistance we need to grow. So I see things like that. I don't see, oh man, this is a bad situation. No, I'm in a perfect situation because I believe in me. I know I'm gonna get out of there. Put me in a jungle, I'll be okay.
Hey.
You know the old saying, if the bear attack me, don't help me, help the bear. Because I'm gonna be okay. That's just always been my mindset with everything.
I think you got that one mixed up. In the South, we say, I don't have to outrun the bear, I have to outrun Keith. But I get what you're saying. Yeah,
Absolutely.
no. Well, and I find this interesting. I love doing these because I carry imagine Superman don't know he's Superman. I mean, what a tragedy. So
Yes.
many people out there. I didn't, man. I had no self-esteem and nothing. And so you
Yes.
understood it. You challenged the odds early. You're that one
Yes.
1 to 30, that 30 to 1 horse, man. So when you do bet on it, you're like, man, $2, I got paid, right? So that's
Absolutely.
interesting. And I love what you're doing, because we do have the ability to be great. We do have the ability to, but
Absolutely.
we don't have the mental faculty to figure it out. It's like having a car with no gas. Good. What's the point? Right?
Absolutely.
So let me dive into this, man, because again, environment plays a huge role in your message and what you're doing out there for the youth in these community events. Absolutely are really shaping being those things to the people who need it. And a lot of them don't have fathers, and so you could be a mentor. You can really be just one thing, man. Like I can look back and say, hey, there was one teacher that said something that changed my life. So
Yes.
this is your call for other people to get involved. Be that, right? Well, one positive comment. I made a positive. Sam, I want you to chime in. And audience, roll with me. I made one positive comment one day. Wasn't nothing to me. It was just honest. I said something genuine. I got a message on WhatsApp, dude. Man, it felt like onions in the room. It was like, oh, you changed my life, blah, blah, blah. I'm going, change it. I just said something nice. But see, you never know, man. And the compound effect, you have no idea how many people and things that just go on and on. Like, so, and yeah, it sounds corny, but I don't care. It's the truth, dadgummit. And I'm tired of seeing people just, all right, we're going to move on before I lose it. All right. So you say that champions, correct me if I'm wrong, but you say champions do not rise to the occasion. They rise to the standard they practice. Is that
Absolutely.
right? There you go. Why are
Absolutely.
standards more dependable than motivation? Because we covered this a little bit, and I found this out the hard way. So help us not do what I did. Why are standards?
Well, motivation. Think about this, folks. Motivation is really emotions, right? Someone can motivate you to do this on Sunday, but guess what? What happens on Monday? What you know what I mean? So motivation is just temporary. Motivation is temporary. Being a champion is daily. Being a champion is being disciplined. Motivation is a visitor. Discipline is a roommate. Discipline is something that provides structure for you, provides you in a good system. Because think of this: when a storm comes, and when I say storm, I mean adversity, the storms of life, because we know life will life, right? Can't control that.
Oh yeah.
But when you have standards, you have that structure in place, then you have something that you can fall forward on. I always like to say fall forward, because I never fall backwards, I fall forward.
Hey.
So now you have those standards of something that you can use. And for me, again, it's the 4 B's of success: believe, begin, beyond, and balance. And within those 4 B's, you can do anything in this world, whether it's being a doctor, being a lawyer, just being the best you can be, whatever you choose to be, right? So it doesn't matter what storms come in your life. You have a process of something that you can go to not just pick you up, but keep you up and move forward. That's the difference. That's the champion difference right there.
No. But Keith, you don't understand. I don't have a mentor. I don't know where to turn. I don't. I'm different, Keith. No,
You can
that works
call
for you.
me.
There you go. But because I used to say that in my head, oh no,
Yes.
but
Yes.
here's the call. I went out there. I'm a history buff, man. I love ancient Rome and medieval period. And when I found the real Marcus Aurelius, not the watered down Coke Zero version, I'm talking about the real Marcus Aurelius. I said, oh my goodness, like that makes sense. This man is in chaos. He's running the biggest empire. People have the plague. He's selling his furniture, and then he goes horseback riding. Well, I'm over here beating my head against the wall to do more, and I'm going, well, yeah. So I had to find my heroes. I had to find the people that done great
Absolutely.
things. And don't tell nobody. They're gonna think you're nuts. Don't. If Alexander the Great, your gosh, keep that to yourself for a little bit. But go out there and research it. Right, be the guy. Right, and so
Yes.
Sam, along this journey that you're like, yes, I remind you of this every day that you're on this amazing growth journey. Were there people and mentors and things like this that in history or anything that you had to kind of go out there or you saw and you're like, I'm going to keep that. That's going to, when things get rough, I'm going to keep this in my mind's eye. What is that?
There's a lot. There are too many for me. One of the biggest ones that's always stuck with me is thinking the opposite. In a negative story loop or thought, then I will think about the opposite and like change that thought. So what is the equal? If I'm like, oh, I have to do this work, I'm like, oh, okay, what's the opposite? I get to create, or, you know, oh, I hate the way I look today. It's like, what's the opposite? I love my smile and how it radiates, right? So finding something and changing that's really helped me. And I really don't know who to give credit to that for. It's just one of those things I picked up along the way. And, you know, from reading podcasts, people, friends, conversations, you just kind of take the knowledge in. And I almost feel like there's something that happens in my spirit. It just makes sense. And suddenly I can move forward with that next piece of knowledge.
That's wonderful. Keith, all right, Keith and Sam, who's your first hero?
You know, my first hero was my dad.
Same.
I would say my dad, because my dad he only made it to a 10th grade education because of the town that he grew up in. Didn't allow African Americans to graduate from high school.
Oh, wow.
But he was the smartest person that I've ever known. He taught me so much about humility, work ethic, and then just to keep moving forward. Like he had the dumpiest jobs, but he kept moving forward to do what's best for the family. And that,
He's a very
I
humble
really
man.
admired that. Very humble man. I really, really admired that about him.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, Sam, what about you?
My dad also, things.
No, you're supposed to say me, Sam. All right, well.
No, you said my first. You know, like the thing is my mom had mental health issues and things growing up, and there was a time when I was like 12 that she had to leave and go into hospitals and other things. And my dad took on the role of mom and dad. He used to I'd come out of the shower, obviously get dressed, and then he would blow dry and straighten my hair and get it all ready for me for school. And he took care of me. And even though I, at the time, didn't completely wrap my head around the sacrifices that he made for me, and I didn't like some of the jokes he made about my laundry, he was there for me, and he did everything he could to raise me right. So the work ethic, the humility, the humor, I think a lot of it comes from my mom too. She, bless her soul, but you know, the way he showed up for me and made sure that I was protected and taken care of is a big deal.
Keith, that makes me happy because I'm a girl dad, and all I hear him is, Dad, stop, Dad, blah, blah, blah. I came in there today, and she gave me attitude 14, and I'm like, oh, man, you know, but hearing that, Sam's
it
like,
took
hey,
until I was 21 and moving across the world for it to really settle in, I think. But
so I can wait 10 years, and I'll get the love I want. Okay, dang, I'll take that. But to know I get an impact, right, to know that even though they're like, man, my dad just always give me Danny Tanner speeches like it's Full House. But I told her the other day, I said, listen, I'm going to give it to you. You ain't supposed to like it, but do whatever you want. My job is to give it to you. You want to throw in the garbage? Throw in the garbage. And April said, who's your first hero? Honestly, man, I was a child in the 80s, so I had to wait. But I say, honestly, when Rocky came out, me and every other country kid or, you know, in the trailer, yeah, we were all out there thinking we could fight and stuff, but it never quit. The Rocky story, and then what happened was I started seeing real life Rocky stories. That's why I love being in the Hounds. I love being around the people because constantly you see this overcome. It's not a Hollywood skit; it's real life, man. And that's something else when you're around people like this that roll. So great question, my friend. Thank you.
I actually have a question for Keith, if I may.
Go.
It's about the discipline topic. Say you meet somebody who basically operates with zero discipline in their life.
Yes.
What's your first step to developing discipline? What's the very first thing that you do?
That's good.
Well, I mean, it's have a conversation and to help them believe in themselves. And it takes, because again, when you think about it, when we're born, we were born in the world to learn, right? As humans, we learn three ways. We learn either by seeing, either by doing, or either by hearing. So I would figure out what's the best way they learn, then get them to believe in themselves, be able to find a target for them. Because I think once, so think about this, the happier people are, the better their life will be. And we know the successful people know that discipline plays a big role, especially in today's world with so many distractions, right? So
Mhm.
much going on. So that would be I would figure out how they learn, have a conversation, and then get them to believe in themselves a lot more. Because a lot of the times the lack of discipline is just the belief, right? A
Yep.
belief system in something. But if you can establish systems and structure, the discipline will be there for the things that they want to do. Think
Mhm.
about this.
Yeah.
We're disciplined enough to put our clothes on every day, right? Why? Because it's something that we love to do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
have to
You know what I mean?
go to
So
jail if
just,
you.
Or society tells us we have to go
Yeah, you
there.
go to jail on your birthday suit,
yes.
at the grocery. But
So
but
so
you don't
we
have
we
to.
all have discipline. We
Mhm.
just, yeah, we all have discipline. We just call it something different and we do it for the things that we love to do. But we know champions do the things that they don't like to do
Mm.
because they know that's the thing to do to be successful.
Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense.
Sam sent a little private message. She wants to know the other three B's,
He
and
said
while
it.
everybody else, yeah.
He said it.
And by the way, did
Okay,
you see the comment I put? Yeah, did you see the comments I put? I know he said them, but I'm giving you stuff. See, look, I thought you were
hey, I
shy
and
and nervous
I
today.
love to repeat them. I'll repeat them, and
Do
then
it.
I'll
Do it.
I'll go into a little bit about them too. The first B is belief. Before you can be successful in this world, you have to learn how to believe in yourself. That's the daily affirmations. Once you believe in yourself, you set a standard.
Ooh,
Develop that vision. Then it's the second B is begin. Let's put what you learned into action, right? You have to put it into actions, see if that work reflect. So
Mm.
begin creates your momentum. And that's what we want. We want to be able to create momentum by just taking a step. And listen, guys, I'm not talking about running a marathon. No, I'm talking about beginning. Just take that step, right? Take that step. But once you believe in yourself, you begin, you develop that confidence, you set a standard. Once you set that standard, then the third B is going beyond, doing extra with your ordinary. Put that together and you become extraordinary. You're able to go beyond, right? That's where that superpower coming at. That's where you don't have a ceiling. No, your ceiling is what you make it.
yep.
And then that fourth B is balance, right? Being able to stay focused on the task, first things first, when life lifes. Because we know life will
Yeah.
life with all the distractions. How can you maintain balance? How can you have emotional regulations? I'm not saying not have emotions. What I'm saying is to be able to regulate it. Remember,
Yeah.
emotions are temporary, the problem's still there. Be able to regulate your emotions to be able to stay balanced so you can have a quality and great life. The life that you should have, right?
Yeah.
Because we weren't born to be average.
We were not born to be average, except that smile. That's not above. That's above average smile, man, friend. And it's
So how
genuine.
Absolutely.
do you? So if you're in the moment, all of a sudden you feel you have a dysregulated nervous system. What's something you
Yes.
do that brings it down in seconds?
You know, one of the things I do, I take deep breaths. I
What kind
take
of deep
deep
breath?
breaths.
Any kind? Just like
I usually do like two big breaths, three small breaths.
that.
Yeah, and then I think about I think about that belief system of what I've been through, and I always tell myself, and you can use this. This is a great one. I am 100% at getting through everything in life I've been through so far. So when you thinking like that, that's how champions think. So this is just another step. That's why we don't say where we stand in our problems. We say, hey, we're going through something. Hey, I'm going through something right now.
Mm.
Well, we got to go through it. Not, hey, let's stop in this problem today and let's just stay here overnight. No, you're going through it.
Okay.
Right?
I was going to go on and on about how I hate the way affirmations were taught, but our friend
Yes.
Shar here, Sam Reed, because listen, this is great. We're all happy. We're doing good. We're not in the storm right now. So if somebody's in a storm, woo, they're not champion right there. Like this is, you're in it, right? Like I'm
Yes.
all happy now, but wait till something crazy happens, and I'm like, ooh, where's April? I need to meditate or something. So Sam, go ahead and read it, my friend. Keith, y'all, hey, this is a great question, Shar.
All right, for the people in the back, what about when you have a major setback?
I love that. I think because we're talking about having a championship mindset, it's how you see the setback. I don't see life as setbacks. I see it as setups. What should I learn from this? And that's why they always say you learn the most from losses, right? What do I see from this? And I'll give you an example. For the people that don't like rain, it could be raining outside. Well, I don't see that the rain is bad. I see that the grass is being watered, right? What everything that you're involved in, there's a lesson to be learned. So I tend to find the positives out of that, out of the setbacks. Even when we was born as kids, what we do when we fall, we get back up, right? Remember, we had to mumble before we could talk. We had to crawl before we could walk. Well, that shouldn't change as an adult. Once you develop that belief in yourself, we were born to grow. We were born to learn. So that shouldn't change. When you have a major setback, number one, listen, ask for help first and foremost. Ask for help, and then be able to find that structure that's going to help you move forward, and know that you don't have to do it alone.
Yeah, that's award-winning advice. Ask for help, and you're not asking for a hand out. You're usually what you're doing is indicating you need a hand up, which 99% of all the people you admire, who you're asking for the favor, who you perceive as successful, they got one too. Like that's what, like the right person with the right attitude comes to me and asks me for something. The last thing you're gonna get, oh, what is wrong with you? I'll be like, oh yeah, the last 500 people did that for me. So I think that's another taboo we want to bust. And by the way, you said this, Keith. Audience chime in, and Sam, I promise I'll slow down. But man, when a baby starts to walk, when a baby gets to walk and it wobbles over, please tell me in the comments so I can block you. Do you say, oh, don't do that again? Oh no, walking's not for you, kid. Get another hobby. What the hell? So when does this change? And then when the hell do we tell ourselves, we shouldn't try that again? No, hell no. Maybe I can do it another way. But I use it as fuel. Before I come enlightened and all this, I'm mad at first. I'll be honest. When stuff pissed me off, I'm like, all right, it's fuel. Turning dog do into fertilizer. So that's my 2 cents. But what are you chiming on that, Keith? Because, or Sam, you was wanting to speak on that, because
Well,
if we don't tell babies to stop walking, then why are we doing that shit to ourselves and others?
It's about the stories that we develop. Sorry, Keith. We develop stories at many different stages of our life, and any little thing can create a story that you don't even realize, and suddenly your subconscious starts running this process and program. And I actually have one tied to trying new things. And it goes back, I work with my coach, Brooke, around healing my stories and rewriting them. And the one we identified was from when I was 3 or 4, and I was in gymnastics, my very first sport. And I was trying to do a backwards somersault and I couldn't do it. And it's so raw and real. I remember, having my mom trying to help me and the instructor, and I kept trying to do it and I was getting frustrated. And finally I just quit. And I decided, nope, I'm done. I don't want to do gymnastics. And I was allowed, they said, okay, sure, go for it. And it created this story that things are hard, learning is hard, and I can't do things. And so I would try things throughout my childhood and beyond, all different types of things. And I'd always quit them when it got too hard. And that manifested in different ways as an adult. I kind of got over that, but maybe a task would get hard, and so I would turn away and kind of get distracted and have to start at a different spot. So been rewriting those stories and kind of just understanding they exist and not judging them for existing, and instead being curious. My favorite book says, be the scientist, not the judge. So look for the data, be the scientist around exploring yourself and your stories, and try to figure out ways to work with it and rewrite it versus judging yourself for having something that you can't even control it, that it's there.
Love that.
Well said. I don't want to mess that up with any
Love
mic
that.
guesses, man. Yeah, I'm just gonna let well said. And again, that what a joy it is to talk openly. We're not trauma bonding. We're not.
Yes.
We just say, listen, this was an issue. I tackled it. I mean, it's amazing. All the boogeymen under the bed, all the doubts and the fears.
Yes.
Man, they were not scary. Once you go under the bed and say, what is this? What is this thing that's scaring me so bad? What is this shame that I'm so worried about? And then you look at it, it's like this. It's like, I'm scared of this. What in the world? So on that note, because a lot of folks, I want to get to this, a lot of folks can speak about impact and make motivational stuff.
Yes.
But you're taking that message back home. You're turning it into real rooms, real resources, real leadership, real support. So let's show people what you got coming up, right? Take it away. We'll show it up there. Give us the details. Let us know how we can support it, share it, post it, donate, man. Don't be shy. The hounds be mad if you don't be talking about how they can help others, man. So take it away.
So-
what is this?
So the first thing I will be a part of is on July the 29th, I will be doing a speaking presentation that's for free for leaders, educators, CEOs, teams, talking about the championship mindset and what I had to do that helped me become a champion. And this, like I said, folks, I get goosebumps talking about this. This really hits home for me because this is a community that I'm from. I'm a prime example of what being intentional looks like. So that's the 29th. On the 30th, and this just came up, on the 30th, I'm going to a high school to talk to some kids about mental health. Talking to some guys about, because this is very important for everyone, especially men, because men, we are afraid to ask for help, right? We've been conditioned to think, oh man, you're tough, or no, you can deal with it, you can handle it. No, it's okay to ask for help. A real man has emotions. A real man knows how to regulate his emotions. So it's okay to ask for help. And that's the next day, which will be the 30th. Then on Saturday, that Saturday, August 1st, folks, is really big. This will be our 12th year with me partnering with the General's Future Charity, Inc. He does a great job of community. So if you're on the East Coast, if you're in Maryland, the address is 9301 Peppercorn Place, Upper Marlboro, Maryland. It will be in the Ironworks Local 5 parking lot. We really do a great and different community day. So if you're in the area, please stop by. It would be free backpacks, school supplies, free food, a lot of fun, free haircuts, face paint. It'll be a lot of dancing. It'll be people could come down and put in applications to get jobs. It's just a great environment to highlight education. Just like we highlight athletics and we, rah-rah that. Well, guess what? We need to highlight and rah-rah education even more because we know one day you're going to put the ball down. Then what? So we really highlight and come together as a community to just give back and serve others. It's all about serving others. It'll be so many great people down there and a good time. So if you know anybody that's in need, please come down. You can donate to the General's Future Charity, Inc., or you can donate to Mercer Elite. We put the money back in the community. It's the community that's underserved, that really, really needs your help. Then on the following Monday, I am speaking again to another group of CEOs, principals, superintendents, or just anyone that's looking to become a stronger leader. Because the stronger the leaders we have, the stronger people we have. Stronger people we have, the stronger kids we have. The stronger kids we have, the stronger communities we have. And I'm living proof again of what action looks like. I was able to turn adversity into impact. And this really hits home for me because again, I'm able to give back to what has given me so much. Right? It's one thing to see, oh, people tell you, oh, we doing this. No, we need to show people that it's possible. So when these young men and women see someone from that area be able to make a difference in this world, that's everything to them. That really opens that door to their thinking and their creativity.
Yeah, but money don't grow on trees, right? So how can someone,
Absolutely.
is there corporate sponsors for these events? Is there donations private? Do you have a link? Because we'll put this all over YouTube, LinkedIn, Hounds. We'll share this freely for folks who want to do it.
Okay, absolutely. I will put this. So you can go to General's Future. So and it's GENERALS Future FUTURE at gmail.com. And he'll be able to assist you on that. Or you could just go to mercerelite.com or mercerelite at yahoo.com. Email me, then I can help walk you through that process of what that looks like. Like I say, it's a great opportunity to help someone have a better life, help save someone, because
It's real.
especially my neighborhood, people are really struggling. I mean, it's really bad out there. People are really suffering when it comes to mental health and just life itself. And we got to get people out of survival mode and get them into enthusiasm mode, happy
Yeah.
mode, finding your purpose.
That's how we build a real positive, impactful army, man. That's it. You
Absolutely.
go out there and do kindness and you're the water to the fire, man. That's
Yes.
it. So we're going to go to the speed round, but hey, I think I got it
Yes.
right. Did you see how fast I typed that? Like redneck Mavis Beacon, man. Did you see that? Yeah. Somebody asked me, Sam, they said, how fast can you type? I think I got it off the movie. I said, well, it depends on the word. I can type the hell out of letter A, the word A, it's like a 99 words a minute. But
Absolutely.
we're gonna do the speed round. So folks, we're gonna leave this up
Yes.
here, General's Future. We're gonna put Keith, connect with him on LinkedIn, folks. We'll put this out here for you. We're gonna do
Yes.
one at a time. Hey, just go email.
Okay.
And
You can
y'all
go
already know
email
me.
or reach out to me, message me on LinkedIn, and
Yeah.
we can walk you through the steps.
So
And I'm
any companies, you don't have to be in Maryland, but if you're surrounding, you're in Maryland, that obviously that's special. But if you just want to
Yep.
get back, I'll do something. I don't care. I mean, I'm all across the world, man. So I'm good helping people. So let's go to the speed
Absolutely.
round. Sam, do you want to close out with the speed round? Do you want to participate?
Sure.
You can say pass, because sometimes, as April knows, I got some bonehead questions here. Sometimes it look good on paper, and then when it come out of my mouth, you're like, mama. So, all right, speed round. Say whatever comes to mind. Don't overthink it. Just give us what pops in.
Love it.
All right, we'll go to Keith, Sam, and I might pop in if it's not too bad of a question. All right. So, all right, Keith. One habit that
Yes.
separates champions from talented people.
Belief.
Sam.
Believe in yourself.
Action.
Yeah, good. Resilience. Yeah. When you get knocked down like me, we better get up quick. All right. One standard, Keith. Leaders need to stop negotiating with themselves.
Hey, hi.
Sam?
They need to stop negotiating, not taking time off. Take time for yourself.
I'm gonna cheat because that's me. Oh, I don't need that. I'm tough. Michael Phelps did it. Who are you? Okay. Sorry. Thank you.
Absolutely.
All right. One thing people call productivity that is actually avoidance. I hope April's watching.
And again, I didn't hear you.
One thing people call productivity that is actually avoidance.
Thing people call productivity is actually avoidance.
That was one of them bad
Being
questions.
busy. Being busy.
I was going to say being busy on every task, but the one on your to-do list. I'm guilty of that.
I'm going to dive it in more. Scrolling, because you think, well, I'm learning. No, I'm scrolling nonsense. I'm scrolling nonsense. I'm not learning nothing but just nonsense. All right. So one lesson football taught you that business leaders need, Keith.
Standards, execution, communication.
Look, he done gave us 600, man. Yeah,
They
football
all
got
go
no.
together.
Can I answer this question in my own way?
You
What
can.
did
We'll
golf
modify it.
teach me? Etiquette's important. I grew up with golf, so we're just going to switch it to golf.
Nice.
And golf taught me etiquette's important.
Nice.
Being the Hounds leader taught me the world is big, and thank goodness, because I love all people, but I have more in common on a daily basis with people in Spain and Nigeria and everything else. So common humanity, because the silver lining of COVID drove me to go online, and I went, I'm not a weirdo. I'm just in the wrong place. Like I need to go talk to people all over the world, right? That align. All right, almost done. Keith, one thing every young person needs to hear from a trustworthy adult.
I love you.
Oh,
Dude. I was gonna be cute, but yeah, I love you too, but that was Sam. I don't know if I won't even go there now.
I know. I'm like, I want to cry now. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, that was a royal flush and a flush. I'm not even gonna talk.
Yeah,
all right,
that's a good one.
Let's give us a straight flush. Come on.
I believe in you. It's the same thing, but the words, yeah, I believe in you. I've had people say that. I went, why? That's a damn shame to say I believe in you. You look at me and why?
Can I say one more?
Yeah, go ahead.
You can do anything you set your mind to.
Okay, now you sound like a cereal box though. No.
Yeah, but it's good. It's good.
It is good.
Mind kids. You can be anything you want to be, right?
You really can.
I want to be average.
Within reason. I mean, you can't be a bird, right? That's
not true. People are out of reason these days. There are horses and.
Okay, I just look what I just did there. Dude, I'll do it again. I'm petty. All right. Last speed round. I'm the only guy that can take a speed round and turn that shit in 15 minutes. All right, so finish the sentence. A championship culture begins when blank.
When the belief shows up.
When the belief shows up? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I kind of tripped on myself. A championship, something,
nice.
Mindset. Yeah, repeat it.
That was good. No, you should put that on a pillow. A champion. So finish the sentence. A championship culture begins when blank. That was a good answer. Don't tell Keith, but what's your answer?
I got you. I'm back.
What's your question? Oh, you got it. Go for it.
A championship culture begins when blank.
When standards are in place.
I'm going to piggyback. When standards are in place and we unify together, push people up. Standards and people. Man, it's cookies and milk. And Sam, boy, she said some real Buddha stuff.
I said when belief shows up. That was some real Keith Mercer.
I love that. I love that. And it's true.
100%.
Fortune cookie quality. All right.
Yeah, I was listening today.
You were on point today. My goodness. Good thing you all were, because hey, speaking of on point, before I go there, Keith, any last parting words? You don't have to, but anything that you want to speak, maybe somebody's on the fence, maybe somebody's really resonate with this. They ain't going to say nothing yet, but boy, they're feeling it. Anything you want to part with? Sure.
Well, I just want to say, continue to build people, continue to build cultures. Understand that cultures is not in meetings. Just because you're having meetings don't mean you have a good culture. Culture is in the moments. Create great moments and understand that you're 100% at getting through everything you've been through in this world. Yeah. Adversity is resistance. You need to grow. You can do this and you got this, because we weren't born to be average. You were born to be great.
Honestly, Keith, thank you for saying that, folks. Here's what happened. Every time I'm like, oh, this is the end. I'm going to fold. And I think, man, you said that for 45 years. You still here. You better. So why don't you skip all that worry, doubt, fear, and all that and just get to the good part? Get to the overcome part. Get to the learning part. Get to the vulnerability. Open it up, asking somebody part. I'm serious. It was that easy. You don't have to do all that. Because my brain said, well, the worry and all that got you going. No, I did it in spite of all the worry and this nervous system stuck on. That's
I
the
love that.
enlightenment. I'm still intense, but I'm just not like overwhelming, right? Like I don't overwhelm myself. It's focused. So
Yeah.
speaking of that, a lot of people, I love this. The comments, wow, y'all. So do all of us a favor, right? This is what I love to do. I like to go in there, cannonball, and have real conversations. Yes, we're not going to talk about anything too embarrassing, but we got to stop holding this stuff in, folks. We got to stop it. We got to stop it. You ain't nothing wrong with you, okay? Some people maybe, but most people, there ain't nothing wrong with you, okay? All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to chop it up. Business stuck. The first one we're going to talk about is clarity, all right? And here's how it works. The flywheel, I've seen it. It's case studied everywhere. I've seen it in my own life. So many people, licensed professionals. This is for folks who are starting out, right? Pivoting. Maybe we got a lot of folks repivoting in their 40s and 50s, right? Like MJ.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he went from basketball to baseball. Boy, totally different game. And we got folks that, this life happens, right? You got a lot of hats. You're a mom. You're this. You're that. So whatever goes. I'm not saying I have all the answers, but you know what I do have? I got the path to go. I've got the people to point to. I've got something that can get you set, or we'll find it afterwards. So this is it. We're going to have old school fun in 2026. Chop it up. This is the right room. We'll do our best to make the comments and take questions. We'll have callers. We're going to pilot this for 4 weeks, y'all. So I'll put the post out tomorrow. We're going to launch the event on LinkedIn. Share it. Absolutely share this. Have fun. Come in and be blessed. And also, hey, since y'all still here, I want to give you a little insight. I ain't going to say much about this. I'm going to have some folks. I'm going to call them and say, be on standby. So like the medical doctor calls the specialist, we might do that on the show. We might do it first blast. We might call some specialists. We're going to wake them up, right? Maybe UK or something. So we're going to wake them up. Yeah, y'all, hey, you got to tune in to see me call somebody from the UK at 1 a.m., y'all. Come on. But yeah, we'll see. Might be a little, we might have to get a mute button for the cuss words, but we're going to have fun. We're going to have fun. Educational, entertaining. This could be very good or it could go south. Courage before confidence. I put my money where my mouth is. I want to see people get unstuck. That's it. And a lot of times you may think you have a business problem, but it's not really a business problem. And a lot of times we heart-centered, relationship-driven professionals, we're out there trying to use these transactional persuasive tactics. It's like putting a Pinto steering column on a Ferrari, folks. We need stuff that works for us. So that's all I'm going to do. I'm hyping it up because I am so excited to get on here and just have real ass chatter about things that matter. So Sam, thank you, my friend, in advance for going in, running in the back show. April Wyatt, we miss you. Yes, we want you back. So when you come back, we'll get you up to speed. And all the folks out there, I see Shane, Char, Yolanda. Gosh, I hope I didn't miss nobody. Dr. Shane, I said that. Man, y'all make it happen. So, and Phil was here, man. And so that's it. No more rambles, folks. Tune in next week, same time. You be good. Hey, and what is it? You weren't meant to be what, Keith?
We weren't born to be average, folks. We were born to be great. You got greatness inside of you.
Hey, let's go tap it out. All right, let's go do it. Catch y'all next one.
Thank you.
Thank y'all for stopping by. Be sure to follow, share, and like, and send me a message if you had fun today. Y'all come back now.